Hello everybody, welcome back to City Skylines. So, this I think is going to be the last City Skylines episode for a little while. It sounds like they're coming out with a big update in about a month, and we will maybe maybe we'll come back to the game and take a look at it at that point and see what's been added. I know they want to add tunnels and things like that, so that's going to be kind of cool. But before I did that, I wanted to show you guys this city that I've been playing around with. In particular this. This is what I like to call the Big O. And it is kind of how I managed to control traffic a little bit in the city. It looks like we're having a little bit of problems off on the little O's off on the sides. But for the most part, traffic seems to be going well. This is kind of a major interchange. So we got the major, one-way roads going back and forth. And then we got these big roundabouts, one on the interior, one on the exterior. This is more for, I guess, main highway traffic, and then this one's kind of more for moving people around in the city itself. I want to, well, we're just looking at, hey, why is there no... Really? There's no... Huh. There's no, columns underneath this. I wonder why. Not going to question it, though. A couple of just little improvements I want to try making to this. So, if I go like this, instead of having them maybe have to go out, how's that going to change traffic? And if I go like this, and then put a two-way road... Ooh, let me do that? Well, let me put a two-way road off of this. There we go, that will. And then can I connect this to this? Okay, can I bring it out maybe a little bit less? To there. There we go. Okay, how's that gonna work? Oh, and then take away the intersection, the stoplight. Not great. Okay, get rid of that. Let's bring these back. Flip that. There we go. Okay. And then get rid of the stoplight. This is one of the best mods that I've found, actually. This add or remove traffic lights at intersections seems to really kind of improve some things. What are people doing here? They're like coming in here and then going around that way. That's a pretty bad intersection. I don't entirely know why. Well, I think all the people crossing the street here is what's bogging it down, maybe a little bit. That's actually backing it up. Wow. Way over there. This is, I've been playing this map for I don't know how long. This is the first time I've encountered, like, a serious traffic issue with this city. Why? Are there any other things that need to be... No, everything seems to be fine otherwise. How could we improve this? If we... So we got this walkway here. Okay. Let's extend it. So we got some big buildings there, but let's just kind of break them all down. And we'll bring... What's it going over that it can't go over? Space occupied. Occupied, what is that? Medical clinic. Medical clinic can move. Already occupied. There. Alright. No more medical clinic there. So if we bring this over like this... Can I get... There we go. And then bring this over like this. There we go. Maybe that'll reduce the number of people crossing that road a little bit. Hopefully. Not even a little bit. What if I did this? It would be nice to be able to, I don't know, put in areas where people weren't allowed to cross the road. There you go. Don't think it's gonna help. But that's fine. You know what? It seems to be not taking care of itself at all. Anyway, other than that, things were going well. I think maybe if we disallowed that, because traffic is supposed to be flowing this way on that road and this way on that road. But everybody wants to get in here. It would be nice if they found a different way to do it. Over here we got a seaport. We got a cargo port over here. Doesn't seem to be getting a lot of people coming to it, but we get some stuff coming out of it. People get on the highways, do their thing. Seems to be working all right. Oh yeah, we got people coming out to it. Traffic flow's not bad. I don't think you can change the road that's in front of it, which is a little odd. Like if I try to upgrade this to... Yeah, you can't upgrade that road. It's a little odd. I mean, I guess it makes it easier to place it if it comes with its own road built in, but I don't know. I would like a one-way to go in front of that, but we'll deal. Traffic flows pretty well onto the main road there. There's no real problem. We got another thing down at this end. We got the train station. It pulls in a fair bit of traffic, and it seems to flow pretty fine there, because there's nothing else really conflicting with it here. It's just people coming in, people going out, and they don't really bump into each other. Until this backup, this was working great, too. We got, you know, people coming on to the highway here, going this way as necessary. I honestly don't know how I'm going to fix this. Unless... So then people are backing up here, too. So it's kind of a problem all over the place. But there's no reason that should be going that slow. Huh. Well, anyway. So I wanted to show you guys this city because it is, I don't know, just kind of some interesting experiments, and especially because of this. And, I've been having a lot of fun playing around with this. It's been kind of neat, and I got a couple other cities I've been working on, but, you know, thinking about it, a lot of people call City Skylines kind of, you know, jokingly, half-jokingly, that it's kind of, Traffic Simulator 2015. And I think that's kind of by necessity, because when you think about it, you know, the defining feature of a modern city is moving cars from one location to another, and just moving cars around. Oh man, it's all backed up over here because of that too. Well, why is that? Where's everybody going? Huh. I want, you know what, let's try an experiment. Let's say you couldn't connect to these. Let's say these didn't exist. How's that gonna change things? So, like, the modern city is basically about moving cars from one place to another. I took a class in, like, urban design, you know, urban development, urban planning in college. And, you know, one of the big things was that, you know, if you look at, like, an old city, like a really old city, the roads, or the, you know, the streets between buildings are just really narrow. There's, not a lot of room because you were moving, you know, horses and wagons and basically just foot traffic and people. But once cars developed, the entire idea of urban planning basically became moving cars from one place to another, because that is the, you know, that is the mode of transportation. Wow, things are getting ugly. And so it's not really surprising that a game like this would be all about moving vehicles from point A to point B. And that, you know, moving cars and moving trucks and moving all the goods and the people that those things contain is the focus of a city simulator. Any city simulator, not just this one, but, you know, anyone, really. And you gotta keep people happy, and you gotta give them parks and things like that, but the core of it is moving people from one place to another. And I'm hoping this is gonna clear itself up. Why is this so bad? I guess that's the only way in here, isn't it? That's the only access point if you're coming from any other part of the city. Huh. Less than ideal, maybe. I was kind of hoping that would be a little bit better. Other points seem to have cleared up all right. It certainly put a lot more emphasis on using this. What if... I don't know. Maybe we need more ways of getting in there easily. So we could put... Okay, people come off of there. We could put a crossroad going through here. One way. And see how that changes people's driving patterns. Maybe take a little bit of the pressure off of this corner. Anyway, like I was saying, about a month from now it seems like there's going to be a big update to the game. And so that's kind of when I wanted to jump back in and maybe do some more of it. Look at what new things there are. They said they were going to be adding tunnels. They said there's going to be... just, you know, it's going to be a huge update, is basically what they were saying. That there's going to be just a ton of stuff added, and it's going to be, you know, the biggest update to date, which, in fairness, I mean, it's been out for like a month and a half or so at this point, so, you know, biggest update to date is maybe not a grand achievement, but I'm looking forward to what they're going to be adding, and then I don't think it's probably too far off before we see some DLC. Like, it's been a month and a half. I would guess by 6 months we're going to see some DLC for this, which I would suspect is going to be pretty good. If you look at other Paradox game DLCs, it's usually pretty impressive stuff. Like, it's not, they're not putting out, you know, like, what is that Mortal Kombat 10 has? You can buy easy fatalities or something, which, you know, I don't know, in a fighting game you're buying moves. That's kind of weird, or easier moves. But, usually the Paradox DLC is worth getting. I've found, in any of the other games from them that I've played that have had it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the update. I'm looking forward to what else can be done in here. And I might put out a couple more videos on this. We'll see. But I think maybe we've done enough of it for the moment. And it's time to maybe put it to rest for a little while. Damn if it isn't still fun. And that's the key thing. I mean, when, you know, SimCity 2012, 2013 2013 is when it came out. A lot of people basically saying that it was designed to, that the first 10 hours of the game were excellent. You know, it's a lot of fun, and then after that it kind of dropped off, and the problems of the engine and the design became more and more apparent. And I have found that I have put, I don't know, countless hours into this. Far more than 10. Far more than probably 30 hours at this point. 40 hours just in gameplay. And I consistently have been enjoying it. And that is, to me, the mark of a really good game. And I forget what the full price for this was, but if you take the number of hours, and this is kind of how I determine whether or not a game was really worth my money. If you take the number of hours that you put into it and divide the price by that, and if the number you get is less than 2, then, you know, the number of hours that you feel that you've really enjoyed the game, that you've really enjoyed the gameplay, that you've liked playing it, if the number is less than 2, then chances are you got your money's worth. You know, $2 an hour for fun is not a bad amount of money to spend. So traffic seems to have improved by putting, you know, just that kind of thing there. We got a little bit of backup there now, but just by putting that roadway through there, it's not so bad over here. The crush is kind of gone. We're not getting huge backups anymore. Obviously, we're not using this intersection anymore either, but maybe that is not something that we should be using, or I think maybe this needs maybe a bit of a redesign. I might end up putting this up on the asset manager after I do a little more tweaking to it to try to figure out how best to deal with cross traffic coming through from there and there and then trying to get to the other sections. How is this doing? Yeah, we're still getting some work there. Still getting some business. Looks like more people are coming here than there were. So that's nice. More cargo coming out here than there was. And it looks like maybe some... Oh, no, this is still getting a fair bit of business. A fair bit of people coming out to it. Anyway, I think maybe we're going to end the episode in a couple minutes here. Kind of wrap it down. Yeah, this is still not great in here. There's always something you can find to improve and tweak. And that is what really kind of keeps intriguing me. I have a whole metro system going on in here as well, you know. I don't think I've showed that. Let's go to this. There we go. So we got kind of two main lines. Where's the next train on that line? There it is. Picks people up, goes. Picks people out. Looks like we don't have enough trains on that line. Like, it's actually starting to get bogged down. It's not managing to clear all the people. And that is that one. These are just kind of moving people around. They take, you know, we got two lines, one going one way, one going the other, moving around the residential area. And then we got two that are just kind of going back and forth here, bringing people over to these stops. And then we got, you know, a stop that goes through the industrial section and a route that goes through the commercial section. Somewhat less popular. We got walkways going all over this place too, so a lot of people aren't actually, you know, coming to take, like you see that whole crowd goes up onto that, and then a lot come over to this bus stop, but a lot of them are walking around up there. Putting in walking paths really does change your flow of people. Let's add a couple lines to this while I'm looking at it here. So we need one from there to there to there. We'll double the amount of trains on that, but I don't know if that's actually going to improve the situation. Like, because now we're going to have trains waiting. I guess it might work. Just constantly picking people up, I guess. Might actually start clearing that horde of people there. Kind of, maybe. As soon as one leaves, another one arrives, but it never seems to fully pick up the amount of people who want to go. Oh no, it's clearing it. It's clearing it. Slowly but surely. And it's not backing up the trains either. That's kind of what I was worried about, that we would have too many trains trying to get in here. That it wouldn't actually speed things up. But it does seem to be. So that's good. I don't think, like, you can't just put twice as many vehicles on a line and get it to actually, you don't see a doubling of the capacity, basically. Because, you know, there's the physical problem that you can't have a train in a place where a train already is. So you got, oh, you know, you can only put as many trains in here as you have, as the time it takes for one to fill up and leave, and the next one to come in. So you can see we got a train waiting now. They're starting to back up now. Whether they're actually moving faster at this point is maybe debatable. Like, it's still not even touching that group of people there. We haven't even got down to that yet. It's just struggling to keep up with the amount of people trying to get in here. And I don't know why... I don't understand why they won't take alternate trains. Like, why is everybody trying to get on this train instead of also that train? Because they go to the same place. This one's just kind of slightly closer. So they're only going to take that train? It's a little weird. Little weird. One thing I hope to see maybe in a future update is the ability to kind of more finally control the number of vehicles on a given route. Like, if I could come in here and say, you know, click on, well, this is a mod as well that lets me see the whole setup of what the lines are and all that. Like, if you click on this, you get a full kind of detailed thing about them. It would be nice if you could come in here and, you know, it says 2 vehicles. If there's a little button there, you know, I could add a vehicle to just that line rather than going into the budget, increasing the budget for, say, buses or the metro, and now, you know, every line has twice as many vehicles. I don't necessarily need every line to have twice as many vehicles. I would like one line to have, you know, maybe one more bus, or one line to have one more train. Instead of every line gets, you know, 2 more trains or something. That would be a nice, you know, tweak to the game, I think. So that's something I hope to maybe see in a future patch. Anyway, I think I am going to end at this point. So this has been City Skylines, and I will see you after the next big patch and update. Take care.